Billie Eilish reported me to us and got me deported from the US.
While we appropriately mock Billie Eilish for her ignorant statement saying that no human is illegal on stolen land, do not make the mistake of thinking for a moment that it doesn't carry a level of weight and influence. It is an incredibly stupid statement. I've been hearing this garbage for almost 2 decades now, going back to when I started in the early aughts in Tucson, Arizona as a talk show host, where I was first introduced to this critical race.
Big news, everybody. I've decided today to move into Billie Eilish's $6 million Malibu beachside mansion. She announced today at the Grammys that no human being is illegal on stolen land. I'm going to be making the trip to America. I'm packing my bags right away, and I'm looking forward to just taking possession of her $6 million Malibu mansion. No human being is illegal. So I want to thank everybody who's believed in me on this journey. I really can't wait to move in. It's now my house. I want to thank Billie Eilish as well for her.
So apparently both Billie Eilish and Bad Bunny decided to use the Grammys as a great opportunity to speak out against ICE, which is quite ironic considering both of them have very extensive security teams, not only that follow them around on a daily basis, but also at their houses, their multi-million-dollar houses that they purchased in order to own that land. But putting all of that aside, have you guys ever looked into the background requirements for those security officers that follow those celebrities around to protect them from everyday individuals? Well, if you haven't, I did. Just some basic eligibility requirements. You must be 18, have a high school diploma or GED, pass a full background check that includes having a clean history from criminal records. And of course, you have to be in peak physical fitness. But then preferred experience, well, this is the one that the girly pops aren't gonna like, huh? Military service, law enforcement, or existing private security roles, which means that the exact same people that they're telling you guys that you need to denounce and that you need to disavow are the exact same people that they employ to keep them safe. And they won't hire you unless you're documented with a clean record that is free from any criminal activity. Isn't that ironic?
Yes, this guy posted this on X. Billy got me deported from the US. I spent 30 hours in custody at alert trying to explain to the agents that my ship posts about moving into her mansion on stolen land were just a joke. Her lawyer seems to have actually compiled a dossier on me because the agents were asking me about my entire history as an activist opposed to the Chinese government, whether I had ever plotted to a Chinese Communist Party official. It was legitimately insane. I suffer from my act as an online poster. I was victimized, and at some point I thought it was a joke. I've actually seen articles everywhere on social media talking about this. This should tell you a lot. I saw this video. I just thought it was a joke. And at some point he was deported back to Australia.
While we appropriately mock Billie Eilish for her ignorant statement saying that no human is illegal on stolen land, do not make the mistake of thinking for a moment that it doesn't carry a level of weight. 2 decades now, going back to when I started in the early aughts in Tucson, Arizona as a talk show host, where I was first introduced to this critical race theory pedagogy of the oppressed versus the oppressor, open border nonsense from the activist groups there. It used to be fringe, now it's mainstream, and it's infected our public education system, and it's probably where Billie Eilish learned this ridiculous garbage from. This coming from the same Hollywood elitist crowd that does believe that there are no borders. So reconcile that conundrum. No human is illegal on stolen land, and yet we don't believe there are any borders. It makes no sense, but it doesn't have to make sense for them. If you're on the left, you can be as irrational and hypocritical as you want to be. I find it absolutely comical that there is a tribe in the Los Angeles basin that wants to lay claim to that land, which is also a ridiculous notion. In most of North America, if not the majority of the planet, the land that currently exists and its occupants is only one in a long list of occupants of that land since the dawn of man, since God said, "Let there be light." So for one group who's alive today to try to claim that it's their ancestral land is beyond ridiculous, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to the elitist crowd. What only matters to them is the power and the wealth and the fame. And what comes with that power, wealth, and fame is a lot of fans. And this is the point that I wanted to make. Billie Eilish has millions of fans. Many of those fans aren't old enough to vote, but will be soon. Many of them are old enough to vote and may be voting this year for the first time. Others are old enough to vote and have been voting for a while, and they're all watching their icon on stage, one, win a Grammy, and two, spout some quasi-intellectual political statement about our modern times. They're not going to be fed the counter argument. Now, she's getting roundly criticized in the media, and that's making the rounds, so hopefully a few of those individuals will actually be presented with the truth of how hypocritical and ridiculous her statement was, but the majority will not. It will cement the ideas of the left that they have been indoctrinating them into since school age. One, we've got to root that out of the schools. Two, I'm not saying that Billie Eilish should be silenced or anybody at the Grammys should be silenced. I'm all for free speech. She has every right to say any stupid thing that she wants to say, just like I do.
Let's be serious. When you take a look at this video this guy put out, it was a joke. That is my initial thought. I concluded that it's just to trend. He just wanted to trend on social media. And he actually trended because this video went viral. Now, 12 days after, he's traveling to the US, and they heard him, investigate, realize some things about him, and this. It should tell you something. The video looked like he was joking, then at the same time he had plans to travel. Every person will obviously think maybe this guy actually really want to go and try to do what he promised to do on social media in the name of jokes. Yeah, if you want to reason that way, looking at the whole situation, it is complicated. Yeah, though people now claim Billy and his team actually did this, I don't believe so. You know, what this man is saying on this video is nothing but the truth. She has right to say whatever thing she wants to say. But sometimes it is good, even if you are not educated, to use common sense. These kind of theories always tell all these reactions. If you see this guy coming out to say, oh, I got deported back to Australia because of this, she might be nonsense. Yeah, she might be sitting here not even knowing what is going on. She just took it maybe as a joke. But the way these people are taking it to a different level, I saw even the New York Post actually putting a long article about this whole thing. It should tell you something.
All right, y'all, I just heard one of the dumbest comments I've heard in a while. And big surprise, it's from a pop star at the Grammys. She stands.
They did not hear me at the Grammys because Billie Eilish, it's a big controversy this week. She said there's no illegals on stolen land.
I don't know about you, but I am so sick and tired of celebrities constantly preaching their politics.
This is exactly what a lot of people wanted to see. And people are not interested in watching this. It actually didn't age well. That is just a simple truth. Billy wasn't too fond of people wanting to reclaim stolen land. Virtual signals are exposed, right?
Critics did not like it.
I want to appreciate people supporting, sharing out the videos. God bless you abundantly. Please never stop supporting me as of the short clip you see at the end. That is for the YT algorithm, for people who usually they don't recommend videos on this channel. So we do everything possible just to get that.
Yeah, and I'm on it.
Might be the most depressed person in America. I mean,
I'm going to say...
Once told the award show crowd, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech. You're in no position to lecture the public about people.
a person's home, it's very easy to understand.
When I look at that video, I don't see both sides in a dogmatic.
The Golden Globe for Best Editing goes to the Justice Department.
This is for her. This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today.
Yes. Of course, this is for the mother.
Babies are upstairs watching. Y'all better be off them damn phones and watching me.
Them. Thank you, everyone. I'm a little in shock about that.
Maduro. Let your hatred and
sit this one out.
Well, these guys.
There you go.
$1,500. Let's see if they get the. Well, I want to see them get it. MAGA's going to break up because of Donald Trump's criticism of Rob.
Can sit at either place. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it.
So you and your husband were friends?
Everybody knew that wasn't true.
A dangerous relative as a likely suspect. A tip that led to her brother Nick. Rob Reiner and Nick had a heated argument the night before at Conan O'Brien's Christmas party, being back on his own. In one instance, she said,
We should have said nothing. The United States to take this family tragedy in which the president had made no comment.
When people ought to have.
Yes.
Absolute horror.
Hi, Mel Gibson. I'm in Italy. There is a quota system.
This is my 6th and last year hosting the Grammys. Song of the Year. Congratulations, Billie Eilish.
And we are a community here today that what we're doing, and we're only going to be able to get any shit done.
Apparently very rare, but there's no LA without